stick fella. Should be quite a match because against the maiden is Gidget. Gidget from France. She's only 105 pounds, but can she ever wrestle? This should be quite a match. Here comes Susie Tanner finally bringing out Gidget. We were a little worried. Seemed to take an awful long time for her to get out there. I don't know what Susie Tanner had in mind. Well, there's something going on immediately coming out. Susie Tanner is complaining to referee. I'm not sure what it's all about, but I think it's complaining because Neil Drummond is on the edge of the ring. That's probably a valid complaint for anybody. I can certainly understand why Susie Tanner would complain about that.
You know, this Susie Tanner, Ed Carl, she's always seems to be complaining about something. You know, she's not like myself. You know, I'm a gracious...
I know, you never complain.
Being a gracious winner, I am a gracious loser, although I seldom ever lose, so I really don't know what that would be like.
Yes,
but Susie Tanner, you know, Ed Carl, she seems to have a little bit of a hormone imbalance. You know, I wish she'd keep her nose out of my business, or it might get bit off. As you can see, the Iron Maiden, she's a tremendous athlete, isn't she, Ed Carl? Very strong woman.
You know,
very strong.
I said earlier, you probably didn't hear this on one of the other shows, but I said that the Iron Maiden has to be the girl of your dreams.
Well, you know, Ed Carl, that's very true. She is, you know. She excites me because she's strong, she's got all the tools, and there you see a very vicious leg drop. She is a very, very natural athlete. Strong, a scientific wrestler. I spend a lot of time with her, teaching her the intricate moves of wrestling. As you can see, very scientific, very skillful woman.
Come on, Fuzzy. I mean, she's a very good wrestler, no question about that. And she's obviously got a lot of moves, but what is this business of you taught her?
Well, you know, I spend a lot of time with all my women, and so's Neil Drummond. And, you know, this is why they hire me, Ed Carl. They want the best. They don't want to be aligned with losers. I can't
believe that anybody actually pays you to manage them.
Well, Ed Carl, believe what you will. You just saw the other wrestler here made a nice move there, but the
other wrestler is Gidget. Now call her by name.
Gidget. I refer to her as Gidget. But
that's awful. Look at that's terrible.
Vicious backbreaker. This girl, she doesn't know the meaning of the word mercy. And this is what I like about her, Ed Carl. She beats and beats and beats.
She's got to do it again.
She does. There was a tremendous move by Gidget. Oh, my goodness. Whoa, that was close, Ed Carl.
My goodness, now I have to. I wasn't expecting that. I don't know how Gidget even did that.
That was quite a move on Gidget, Ed Carl. Give her credit where credit's due. She seems to be quite an athletic woman herself.
Well, that looked like that was awful close to a pin.
That was close. It even had me perspiring a bit, Ed Carl.
Look at this. Look at the maiden. She is absolutely squeezing.
Yeah, she's a tough cookie, and that's one thing I look for in a wrestler. Durability, as well as speed, science, and meanness.
Did you see that?
That's a beautiful atomic drop. That'll rearrange your tailbone if nothing else. Will follow it up by a beautiful headbutt, I must add. I think she's got one of the hardest heads in wrestling.
Like you got me convinced. The Iron Maiden is quite a wrestler, okay? I'll buy that, but I just can't believe that you had anything to do with training her.
Well, Ed Carl, believe what you will. But as all these women will attest to, all of the gentlemen's ladies, as I like to refer to them, all the gentlemen's ladies, they all agree on one thing. Gentleman Jonathan is number one.
You know, but just a minute. Delta Dawn, for example, was an absolutely incredible wrestler before she ever met up with you.
Well, yes, this is very true, and I will give her her due. She was a tremendous wrestler, but the one thing that I instilled in her was a desire, a meanness. I wanted to get her that nasty disposition.
You definitely succeeded in that department.
And she really cost me a lot of money.
She used to be a sweetheart. She's kind of a creep now.
Well, you know, it cost a lot of money to get her. It costs a lot of money because champions don't come easy, Ed Carl. Champions don't come cheap either. And there's nothing cheap about Delta Dawn.
Wait a minute. You're telling me you're going to buy her a championship?
No, I bought her contract.
Listen to this. There's a survival match coming up here tonight. A survival match. That's an anything goes match. You can be thrown out over the top rope, but as long as your feet touch the ground, you're out. You know what I like about it?
I can just imagine.
Anything goes. So you guess who I'm going to be bringing in there? My baby Destiny.
Destiny gets into the ring too.
We will have to see this Danuta that's thinking she's so
I want to see
smart.
you get a qualified UWA license for Destiny.
You think so, huh?
I think so.
Destiny doesn't need no license, Ed Carl. It's just that you're afraid of it. You got to admit that. You're afraid of her.
No, I'm not. I'm terrified.
That's right. So you better watch yourself, because you never know when she's hungry. She might just bite your head off someday. But this survival match, I'm looking forward to it tonight, because the last one in will be the first ladies champion. And guess who that's going to be? The one and only Delta Dawn.
I don't even want to discuss it. I just don't want to talk about it anymore.
Okay. But you'll see, Ed Carl.
Oh, take Fuzzy Sayer and leave, okay? Please. One thing about having to do the wrestling show is one thing about having interviews, but what do you do when they come and sit down beside you at your broadcast location? I mean, this is just uncalled for. I don't need to put up with that. It's an incredible match that we've got going in the ring right at this point, though, with the Maiden and Gidget. We're only 6 minutes into this match, and it has been totally action-packed. Mauro Ranallo, thank you. I don't know what you did, but you managed to get rid of Fuzzy Sayer and Delta Dawn.
You know, as I stepped up here to the broadcast booth, Ed, I noticed a sort of rancid smell, and I guess it had to have been Jonathan Sayers, because no one else I know smells like that.
I know. It's the fleas you got to get rid of in his beard afterwards.
Well, Ed, we have an exciting match, as you say, up inside the ring, and you know, Sayers is babbling and babbling and babbling, but this Iron Maiden, I would not want to be too proud of. I mean, I say it time and time again, but she is downright ugly.
And she's downright mean as well. Now, mind you, of course, Sayers would absolutely love that.
Well, look at her there. She has Gidget's neck draped over the middle rope, and she's just blatantly choking her.
Now, look, you can't keep that up for very long. She's got to breathe at some point here, or she's going to die.
Well, referee Danny Garrett is giving... Oh, there it is. He signaled for the bell, so this could be a disqualification.
And I'm impressed with Danny Garrett. He actually pulled her off there. And he did. He disqualified the Iron Maiden. He's awarding the match, as he should, to Gidget. And I can tell you that takes a lot of courage from Danny Garrett.
Well, justice has been served, Ed.
Well, I'm delighted to see that. It's finally quite a match between the Maiden and Gidget. We'll get to ringside and have a word. Delighted to see that. A nice, well, you can see what's happening up in the ring. They're trying to show that the Iron Maiden won that. Unfortunately, there's absolutely no way, and of course everybody knows that that's not true. And I would say that our refereeing seems to be improving.
Well, you know, I'm not worried about the refereeing, because tonight, Joe Cagle, you said that this is going to be the end of Tim Flowers. Well, I'll tell you what, I've mowed bigger and badder dudes down than you, and you might be my cousin, you might be kinfolk, as you say, but you're a scumbag, and that's the bottom line, and you're going down for the last time, and I deliver. Now, this little lady here, she's going to have her hands full, because she got to be in there with 7, 8 other little ladies tonight in that survival match. And I'll tell you what, she got a few things to say to those Polish-speaking folks out there.
Okay, well, let's try this again.
Chciałabym, żeby wszyscy oglądali ten mecz, zobaczyli, jak będzie Delta Dawn, Shalamar walczyć i zobaczymy, kto będzie lepszy, kto wygra i zobaczymy w ogóle wszystko.
You understood all of that?
I understood everything. She said, Delta Dawn, Shalamar, every one of you women that are stepping into the ring with her, you beware, because it's a survival match. Anything goes. You're all going down, because she's number one, the Polish princess. Joe Cagle's going down. The people know it. Joe Cagle, you know it. Sayers, Drumstick, you stick your nose in. Fatslav Bundy, you stick your nose in. I'll be glad to rip it off. I've done it before. I'll do it again. This is nothing new. My style of wrestling hasn't changed. I'm not going to change my personality. Just a little attitude adjustment. That's all it's been. You want to get down and wrestle, we'll wrestle. You want to fight, we'll fight. You want to go change, we'll go change. You want to go cage, chairs, whatever it takes to end this, Cagle. Me and you are going to do it. I'll guarantee you that. And when it's over, I'm going to be standing over you, laughing like I always do.
I can tell you, this guy Flowers is a very talented guy. I didn't know he had language training. Well, Mike, I should have known that. He certainly can talk. But it should be some interesting action coming up on All-Star Wrestling. You know what's going to happen when he gets in the ring with you-know-who. It should get kind of exciting. We'll be back with more on All-Star Wrestling coming up right after this. Don't go away.